Happy Tuesday, coming in on a 13-3 run, and we got some NBA Cup action. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back to talk some more NBA action. It was a 2-2 day yesterday, so pretty much break even, 4 half-unit plays. We started out 2-0. It just did not end the right way, so we'll go over that. Lost an under on a hook that just killed me, but still 13-3 run. We are still rolling, so we'll go over that recap in just a little bit. We got NBA Cup games, but guess what? Huge injuries still. I mean, the slate so far this week to me has just not been that great. I didn't put a 1 unit bet on Monday's slate. Nikola Jokic still questionable. That's not injury. That's kid. He had a kid. Congratulations. Luka questionable, and last I saw he was iffy to play. This is the night before. Wemby looks like he is doubtful. Zach Edey out. Aaron Gordon out. John Morant's been out, so he's still out. There's a lot of big name players, so just something to keep in mind before you place your bets. But let's get into it, and that means we got to talk Outlier. You guys know, #1 player prop research tool out there on the market today. I use this every single day. I would use it whether I'm partnered with them or not. If you guys just want to try it out 7 days free, go click that link below and just see if you like it. You got nothing to lose because, like I said, it is a 7-day free trial. So that's Outlier. Now let's get right into it, and that means I got a dad joke. So here we go. Not to brag, but I just got hired as a fitness model. They use me as the before picture. Maybe tell your friends that, just not the last part. In this video, we are going to recap yesterday, like I said, 2-2 day, and then it is shooting guard day. Defenses versus the shooting guards, good and bad matchups. And then we'll give you our best bets and finish it with the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all the support day in and day out. Let's get into it, and that means it's recap time. All right, there it is. The 2-2 day, and the one that hurt was Jared McCain, under 7.5 rebounds plus assists. I saw at least 2 balls that he had no intention of rebounding, but they fell into his lap. And listen, that's basketball. That's not me complaining, but it was just a bummer. He played a million minutes. And again, this is a 20-year-old with, I was using like a 5-game sample size. This is why I put a half unit on. All of a sudden, it looked like he was going to play 40 minutes today. It was unbelievable how much he played. And then in like minute 32 or something, it was a rebound again, just fell into his lap for the 8th rebound and assist, and we lose on the hook. It happens. You're going to get a lot of these beats where you get some good luck and get some bad luck. That one was a bad luck one. Warriors -3.5 looked absolutely atrocious to start the game, and they could not dig out of the hole. But they did have 2 3-pointers in the last 10 seconds to tie it up, going to overtime. They missed both, unfortunately. But when you commit over 20 turnovers, it was a joke. Seriously, it was absolutely pathetic. They just were really sloppy with the ball, and still they had a chance at the end, but didn't get it done. Half unit play, but the 2 winners, the 2 big men. That's right. Jakob Poeltl, over 16.5 points, easy winner, and Nikola Vucevic. I'm surprised this guy's lines are not just like 22.5 or something every single night, or 21.5. I mean, he is just absolutely crushing it, and he crushed this line again today. So with the 1 under loss player prop under tracker, 19-7 on the year. There it is. You see 13-3 run. We have now won 10 of the last 13 days, and there's the breakdown for all the bets. Overall record 55-41, up 11.5 units. So let's keep that rolling. But before we get to those best bets, let's talk the shooting guard position. All right, we start out with the defenses giving up the most points to the shooting guard position. And if you're new, we do a different position every single day with some other research mixed in. Like Wednesday, we'll have the small forward position, and then we'll also mix in the G's of threes. We'll talk about that in the next video. But here's the defense giving up the most points. Knicks 28.8, Bucks 28.4, so on and so on. The only matchup for today, that's why we have the arrows. Hornets are facing Cam Thomas of the Nets, who is averaging almost 25 points per game. Hornets giving up almost 25 points to the shooting guard position as well. But Anthony Edwards, Kyrie Irving, Tyler Hero, like I've mentioned before, it's positionless basketball nowadays. So exactly picking and choosing who plays what position. Like Devin Booker, he'll play point sometimes. Tyler Hero's a shooting guard, but he handles the rock a lot. And you'll see him getting some assists for that reason. But other than that, that's the points for the shooting guard position. Let's go check out the rebounds now. And we got 2 matchups. Nuggets facing Desmond Bane of the Grizzlies, 6.3 rebounds per game in limited action. And then Grizzlies facing the Denver Nuggets. That's right, the other way around. That's how that works. Christian Braun, a guy who has cashed for us a few times this year, he is averaging 5.2 rebounds per game with the Grizzlies, giving up 6.9. So the Thunder here one of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA, obviously. And now without Chet, that doesn't help. But 9 rebounds a game given up to the shooting guard position, along with the Magic. The only two that are even like above 7.4 to the shooting guard position. So that's what we got. Take a screenshot. Let's go check out the assists now. Nuggets giving up 7.3 assists to the shooting guard position. We got Luke Kennard, who also plays shooting guard for the Grizzlies, along with Desmond Bain. So, again, that's one of those take your pick on what you think they play or what position. Lakers, Jordan Clarkson averaging 3.8. Lakers giving up 5.6. And then the Nets facing Brandon Miller of the Hornets. So those are all the good matchups if you're looking for overs. Now let's talk the bad matchups for shooting guards. And here we go. You'll see fewest points per game on the left, fewest rebounds in the middle, and fewest assists given up to the shooting guard position. As you can see there, any team highlighted in green just means they are playing today, just to kind of help you out for some teams to look at. But Rockets, Nets, Pistons, and Celtics are the 4 hardest teams to score against as a shooting guard. And then rebounds to shooting guards, Nets, Hornets are playing today. They don't give up many, neither does the Pacers. And then fewest assists to shooting guard. I don't know what this is worth. It means a little bit more to me on point guards, obviously. But Clippers, Magic, Pistons, Heat, and Thunder, who played today, are allowing the fewest assists to the shooting guard position. So that's what we got for the research help today. And now let's talk some best bets. All right, this first one is the game of the day. The Boston Celtics hosting the Cleveland Cavaliers. Celtics minus 5.5. Total in this game is 233. My best bet is a player prop. Give me Evan Mobley over 17.5 points plus assists, minus 120 on Bet365, and I will put a unit on this one. Mr. Mobley has had one heck of a season so far. Let's hop into Outlier and look at some of the stats, and just to kind of show you guys what I've been looking at. But here's 2024. He is over this in 10 of 14 games this season. And as you can see, underneath the 71%, it shows what he's averaging 20.5 points plus assists this season. And now let's look at the head-to-head, because this is something that's important, especially these two teams kind of stayed the same. He's been crushing it when he faces Boston. He is over in 5 straight games, 22 or more points plus assists in 3 of the last 5 versus Boston. Again, we only need 18 here. Also, why do I like this matchup? If you look over there to the right, you can see the Celtics versus power forwards. They struggle. They just flat out struggle. They are 28th in assists. Looks like 30th for points. I mean, the points mean more to me on this one. So it matches up. And also, if you scroll down, we'll talk a little bit more about the matchup. You can see right there, points in the paint. Celtics allow 27. They're 27th right now in defending the paint. That is a problem because Mobley uses his length. He knows how to attack the rim, score at the paint, and that's what he's been able to do against the Celtics quite a bit. When you have Al Horford and Tatum as the 4 and the 5, they're not exactly ideal defensively. So I like Mobley to have a big one. Now let's talk some recent power forwards versus the Boston Celtics. Zaire Williams, 24 PAs. Jalen Johnson, 28 PAs. Giannis, 48. Yes, it's Giannis, but he averages 38, and he had 48. So I just like the matchup overall here. I think Mobley has a good game. I know it can be a little tricky with Cleveland sometimes, where Garland takes over, Donovan Mitchell, all that. But again, we just need 18 PAs. We're not asking for a ton here. So I'm going to lean on the head-to-head matchup and kind of just how the Celtics are built to play defense as well. So give me Mobley over 17.5 PAs as my first best bet. All right, this second one takes us out to LA, where the Lakers are hosting the Utah Jazz. Lakers a huge minus 11 with a total of 232.5. Give me the big man. I'm taking the brow. Anthony Davis over 28.5 points, minus 115 on DraftKings for a 1 unit. Now, I'm usually someone to kind of stay away from these huge point lines, especially when you have a spread of 11. But let's talk about why I like this. So AD is absolutely crushing it, if you don't know. Just dominating right now. Redick is making him the focal point of this offense. I don't know what Darvin Ham was exactly doing last year. He is obviously the best player on this team. But as you can see by this screenshot with Outlier, he is over this in 9 of 12 games, 75%. Great hit rate. And now we get a great matchup. The Utah Jazz giving up the 5th most points to centers. Walker Kessler is out. The only guy who can really defend the paint in any sort of way for this team. John Collins is now playing the 5. That's not going to be pretty. He has absolutely no chance versus AD. This is a bottom 10 team defending the paint this season already. Centers versus the Utah lately, it's been ugly. Zubac, 22 points. He averages 16 per game. Trey Lyles, he averages 6 per game. He scored 17. Different type of center. I think he played a little more minutes that game. Mason Plumlee averages 5 per game. He scored 15 against them. Mason freaking Plumlee. Wemby, 24 points, averages 22, a little bit above. And then Vucevic had 23 points against them as well, above his average. So AD is obviously a different beast. This is a guy who is averaging around 31 points per game this season. he can have a below average game and cash this at 29 points. That's the crazy part. I think this line should be at 30.5 in my opinion. Maybe it should be, or maybe it will be. I mean, before tip off. So he scored 35 plus points in just about half of his games, 5 of 12. This is a possible ladder spot. The only concern is that blowout. The Utah Jazz are just an abysmal team. Let's face it. Great word of the day, I know. But I've been told many times by all of our followers, all the listeners, that point differential is so important in NBA Cup games that it does not matter on blowouts. So I'm just going to roll with that. I'm just going to tell you, if I was a coach, point differential in an NBA Cup game means nothing to me compared to having a healthy Anthony Davis and all your star players. But we're going to find out. Hopefully he stays in the game. But also, we can't predict blowouts. And the Lakers have not been a team that blows out teams. They have actually won by exactly 5 points in 3 straight games. They've only beaten one team by more than 10 points this year. And by the way, one of these last 3 wins by exactly 5 points was against the Grizzlies' backup roster. I mean, it really was. So because the Lakers cannot really play defense, maybe the Jazz can actually stay in this anyways, and he's going to play big minutes, and we can get it somewhat competitive at least. So as long as he gets his minutes, I think he should absolutely dominate the front court of this Utah Jazz team. And obviously with Anthony Davis, you always got to make sure he's aggressive, motivated. But this year he seems to be. It's not like last year. So give me Anthony Davis over 28.5 points as my second best bet. And as you guys know, we do these videos the night before. Not every prop is out, and I'm going to give you guys 2 bets for now. And then I will be adding more in the morning-ish my time, just so you know, West Coast. I know a lot of you guys are asking where are the added plays before I even wake up, because you might be on the East Coast. But I will get plays out to you. I will have at least one, more than likely 2 or 3 more plays. So be sure to check the pinned comments on X and on Discord. Again, Discord link is below, guys. It's completely free. And that's where I give the bets out the first, and then I go right to YouTube right after. So that's what I got for you. Hopefully we can get some winners today. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, there it is. Evan Mobley over 17.5 points plus assists at minus 120 on Bet365 for 1 unit. And then the big man, Anthony Davis, over 28.5 points at minus 115 on DraftKings for another full unit play. Again, more plays will be coming in the morning. I got to go get a few hours of sleep here. So thank you guys for watching. As always, if you haven't already, hit that like button. I would appreciate it. But hope everyone has a great Tuesday, and we'll talk to you soon.